We are disappointed by the alleged activities of these individuals who purposefully and knowingly took advantage of the city for personal gain.
We're following up tonight on the latest wave of federal indictments as part of the ongoing investigation into alleged corruption in the city of Dayton. First at 11, 3 more people now facing charges, including the former mayor of Trotwood.
Joyce Cameron, her husband James, and Dayton businessman Steve Roush are facing corruption charges. Federal prosecutors say this began in 2012. The trio is accused of fraudulently convincing government entities, including the city of Dayton, to pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars in demolition contracts. Roush has already pled not guilty to the charges. The Camerons have yet to appear in court. Tonight we're hearing from Dayton city leaders on this latest round of federal indictments. 2 News reporter Kristen Eskow is live after asking the mayor and the city manager about the alleged culture of corruption.
Brooke and Mark, earlier today, the FBI special agent in charge said he stood by comments made in April claiming there's a culture of corruption in Dayton area politics. Earlier, I asked the mayor if she stood by her claim in April, disputing that statement.
Mayor, do you stand by your statement made in April that there is not a culture of corruption in Dayton politics?
I believe we have bad actors, much like Governor DeWine said in May as well. We are being completely willing to help through this process, and we're going to have to respect this process as the investigation is ongoing.
Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley and City Manager Shelley Dickstein said they had just seen the indictments of 3 people in connection to a federal corruption probe, including businessman Steve Roush and former Trotwood Mayor Joyce Cameron, along with her husband James. Whaley says she's not sure how much money the city lost in the allegedly fraudulent contracts that were awarded.
We take fraud very seriously.
With 4 others indicted in April, including a Dayton city employee and former city commissioner, federal authorities allege it's a sign of a larger issue.
That problem should not be brushed aside or ignored, but addressed by the community, its leaders, and when necessary, law enforcement.
But Whaley and Dickstein say it is being addressed, pointing to several actions the city has taken since the first round of indictments. They say they've arranged an independent investigation, created an additional layer of review for some contracts, and established a whistleblower program and procurement process review task force.
There is no way to prevent it 100%. If people intend to commit a crime, they're going to commit a crime.
And Dickstein and Whaley declined to answer whether they've been in contact with the FBI or are under investigation, saying they're not going to comment on an ongoing probe. Now, earlier I did reach out to several officials in Trotwood, including the mayor and city manager, and we're still waiting to hear back. We're live tonight in downtown Dayton. Kristen Eskow, 2 News, working for you.
You can find complete coverage of the federal indictments on our website, WDTN.com.